Live on Stream It Sports, Northern Colorado. It's Windsor High School basketball. This broadcast is brought to you by Schrader Oil. Fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins. Everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in Northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. Now for the play-by-play, here's Eric Friehauf and Cody McCoy.
Welcome to Windsor High School Athletics. Tonight live on Stream It Sports from Windsor High School in beautiful Windsor, Colorado. The Windsor Wizards host the Skyline Falcons in Colorado High School basketball action. Hello, my name is Eric Friehauf, along with my partner here, Cody McCoy, and on camera, Matt Bix, who will be bringing you this game tonight live on Stream It Sports Live. As they go through the introductions, we're going to learn a little bit more about these teams, but let's get you to these starting lineups as the announcer announces them here in the beautiful city of Windsor, Colorado. Number one, coming out for Skyline is Ben Lopez, a senior, 5'11" guard. He'll be going against number one against Windsor's Kirk Relford, the senior guard, 6 foot. Big matchup tonight when we take a look at Kirk Relford out there. Next is number 4, Braden Blick. Yes, Braden Blick, we'll be talking a lot about him tonight. He's a senior, 6'2" point guard for Skyline. And then coming off the bench here, Brennan Sabolt, the junior guard, will be starting for Windsor, going up against Braden. And then Skyline then brings on Nate McGregor, the junior, 6'2" forward. And going up against him from Windsor will be number 20, Chase Lancrete, the junior forward, 6'4", also football player, so he'll be bringing some bulk out for him. Number 12, Hayden Robinson, the freshman, 5'8", will be a point guard for Skyline Falcons tonight. And for Windsor, number 25, Braden Pedersen, the senior guard, 6'1", will be coming out to guard. Finally, the final starting lineup is Austin Robinson. He'll be another number and name. He's a sophomore, 6'6" forward, and he'll be going against number 4, senior guard from the Windsor Wizards. And as we take a look at tonight's game, we got two teams that are in the thick of the early season of Class 4A Tri-Valley basketball. At the top, 1-0, 6-4 is Windsor. Skyline is 0-2 in conference. They're 4-4, and they have been coming off a 2-game losing streak to start off this season in conference. Windsor won their first game after losing 3 straight on the road before the holiday break, coming back and beating Frederick 79-46, their biggest gap, biggest scoring output for the night, for the season. And tonight, we're going to see if he can put out that same amount of points, 79 points. They're averaging less than that, but they are very successful and win the tip. Here we go, first quarter, 8 minutes on the clock, and Windsor lining themselves up. Sable moving the offense around. Little errant pass, the double cuts, both from Braden Pedersen.
That's got to be frustrating to see on your very first possession, usually very drawn out. The team usually knows exactly what they're going to do, but a little shaky start there on the first possession.
You don't want to turn over on that first one. You want to set the tone on your home court. Skyline does the same thing, passes it right out past his own man, and
same thing, a drawn-up play by the coach.
Well, and I don't think there's nerves tonight in this game. I think both teams are coming in confident off their last victory, and they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I start establishing some tone, especially out on the road? If you take a look at Skyline, and a pass deep underneath, nice movement coming across. The foul's on Matthew Braden Blick, the senior. Braden Blick is the leading scorer for Skyline, averaging 27.5 points per game based off of stats that are shown here in front of me. They're going to need him out on the court, but when you're fouling. Braden Pedersen steps up the line, number 25 for the Windsor Wizards, and hits the first one calmly. Gives the Wizards a 1-0 lead with 7 minutes, 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Boy, smooth, comfortable. This is the Pedersen that you also saw on the football field.
And he lost his shoe. He's got he's got his shoe
press.
half on.
Yes, full court press and almost traps that half court. Good man-to-man. Strong post up inside, but nothing there. Almost swiped away, tapped away by Pedersen. McGregor didn't have a handle on it. Now we got Robinson. Let me confirm that. That is Robinson, not Robinson. There's both a Hayden Robinson and Austin Robinson on Skyline High School. Hayden is number 12. Austin is number 13. He's on the out of bounds. He'll be passing it in for Skyline. There's some questions with regards to a shoe being tied or untied, and Coach Tyler Cerveni saying, hold on for a second, let's make sure he's available. Deep shot. Nothing but the bottom of the net, and I think that's where that 27.5 points come from. Braden Blick hits a long three.
Can't be scared to shoot. Averaging 27 a game.
Windsor not bashful either. Kirk Relford, the leading scorer for Windsor, comes down, tries to match it, could not make it. And a delayed call. Braden Blick driving hard to the hole, draws the foul. Foul against number 25, Braden Pedersen. His first personal, but takes Braden Blick to the line. Lots of shoes untied there. Ben Lopez is trying to do that. Braden Blick steps up to the line, calmly hits the first. Gives the Falcons a 4-2 lead with another one coming. And it bounces around and out. Blick, a 64% free throw shooter, is now 30 for 46 on the season. He gets to the line often and the most for the Falcons. Good spirit from the band behind us, giving us a little crowd noise. Drive in deep, puts it off the board, and I don't think Sable will mind having that contact initially going to the board, but puts it up to an even 4-4 with 5:43 left in this first quarter.
Great patience on that possession. Really moved the ball around. Shot up.
Boy, Blick just looked like he had an awesome open shot. The Windsor player was back. Hustle steps on the end line. That was Hayden Robinson, the freshman. 5'8", seeing if he could out hustle. He wasn't too happy that the call was out of bounds, but his foot was on the baseline.
How can you call that when you're behind it?
Quick shot. Kirk Relford from three.
Excuse me, that's why you practice those inbounds play over and over.
That's a nice one, coming off almost like a picket screen. Relford has 40. Shoots 40% from three-point range, and he showed you why right there. Turnover by the Falcons. Pace is controlled. You notice that Windsor comes out and makes sure that they're just not going straight at the basket, moving it around. Finds a gap. Oh, easy layup. Brennan Sable, the junior guard, 5'9". Boy, Coach Cerveni does not like what he sees there. Calls a quick timeout, a full timeout. We're going to go with him. It is Stream It Sports Live. We're bringing a live game here at 4A Tri-Valley Conference play between Windsor and Skyline. 9-4, Windsor's leading.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Well, welcome back here to Windsor High School. Beautiful night, warm weather outside, and I think the courts are already starting to warm up for us as well, too. We've got a nice band sound in the background. And that's what you love about high school
They don't
sports.
struggle with the volume.
They do not. The smaller confines here also echo it out, and it brings a wonderful experience for all the fans here. Windsor out to an early lead with 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in this first quarter, 9-4. Coach Cervini sees if he's coming out of this timeout, if he can produce something. And it's deep in the corner, short, rebounded by McGinnis. Fast break, can't put it off the board, but tries to get the rebound, falling to the floor. Landcreek cannot control it, but what do you get? Relford puts his hand in there, gets the steal, puts the Wizards up 11-4. I tell you, the active defense by Windsor is doing a great job of putting pressure on the Falcons.
Yeah, great hustle play there. He missed that layup. He could have easily just sat by the cheerleaders, but he got back on defense, got a steal, got 2 points.
Never give up, never give up. Extended defense, pushing the Falcons out around the perimeter. Hands on ball, hands in lanes. You got to be able to play defense. Blick going to the hole. Feels comfortable, does a little pushback kick. 11-6, 3 minutes, 37 seconds left in this first quarter.
He's got all 6 points for Skyline thus far. He's going to have to keep shooting it to keep his team in the game.
He just looks so comfortable out there. Three-pointer, Relford couldn't put it down. And then the steal by Landcreek, couldn't get it. Falcons get it back, go hard to the hole. Misses the basket completely. Robertson gets his own pass to himself off the backboard and kicks it back out. Denial. Monticello there with the ball.
A little confusion here for Skyline on what they're running.
Yep, well, I think it's running to give it to Blick. There's no time, no shot clock here, but Blick moving away. Monticello seeing if he can get inside, kicking it out. A little too hard off the board. That's a sophomore, Gage Robertson. Feeling a little uncomfortable going down into the lane there. McGinnis finds the three and puts it down, the senior, 6'2". McGinnis, 39% from three-point range, just went up, and oh, boy, he was set. Pedersen was sitting well outside of any arc. You don't get to see it at high school, but there's typically an arc.
It looks like he was there.
He was established and set unless he started.
His hip? I don't know.
I'm trying to understand that one as well, too, but
you are the ref here, so.
I do understand some of the calls there. Robertson, the sophomore, 5'11" guard, steps up and calmly hits it as a sophomore. 2 minutes, 15 seconds left in this first quarter. It's been all Windsor on the defensive pressure, and it's been all Blick on the Falcon side of shooting. He has 6 of the 7 points. Now Robertson stepping up, gets one, can't get the other one. Sabolt comes up, the junior guard. Tries to initiate almost a UCLA-style cut with a 4-high. Goes to the hole after the handoff, and Brennan easily puts it off the board.
Great hesitation move there.
Yep. McGinnis out, putting some pressure out on the ball. See if he can stop Blick. Oh, bounces him. No call on it. Could have gone the other way. Relford just easily gets it down the court after the turnover. At Scoggin, the junior forward, 6'4", puts it in. I got to say, he's got a do. I don't have a do like that. Cervini is going to take another timeout here in the first quarter. He's taking his second timeout. Not like in the run. It's 18-7 with 1:34. We're going to take a quick short timeout. We'll be right back with you.
I got a.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Now Coach Cervini doesn't like what he's seeing so far in the first quarter. It's a lot of defensive pressure. Little bumps going on. I'm sure he's going to be talking to the ref a little bit in there. But he's expecting his team to execute a little bit more. They're not attacking the basket as much as I thought they would, but again, this offense centers around Blick.
Yeah, Windsor trying to make it, they're making it really tough on him to get any open looks. Now they're going to come out with a full court man-to-man press out of the timeout. Skyline moving the ball well.
On the baseline, too deep of a pass down into McGregor. Not what you want out of the timeout. Cervani kind of puts his hands up in the air, goes, that's not what we called. We wanted a deep throw, but you got to make a good throw in. Puts Windsor at an advantage. 1:20 left on this first quarter, up 18-7. Almost had it, but got into the lands of the trees.
Yeah, a little late on that pass. He came off the back screen and he was open, but a little late. He got two under the bucket.
Rikeski was Coach Rikeski. John Rikeski here is the head coach for Windsor High School. He's probably expecting somebody to be down deep on the lower corner on the drive that you can pick it up. That was almost an over and back. A little bit too much pressure inside from McGregor. And off the hands. Saybolt was trying to bring it in, just could not put it on.
Two straight turnovers for Windsor. Skyline really needs to take advantage.
0-0, I believe that's Smith. They don't have a 0-0 on the roster, so I'm assuming that 0-0 equals 0 on his jersey. That would be Connor Smith, the senior 6'4" center coming in. Down low, Nathan Huntsman trying to handle him as a senior, but he's giving up a couple inches. Little handoff over to the corner, and boy, Martinez just not in sync with where his player was going to go, so he gets pulled back onto the bench, and Robertson checks right back into him for sophomore. Matthew Scoggin tossing it in to Brennan Saybolt. Looking for the last shot. There is no shot clock, but there is 5-second calls, so Saybolt needs to be able to remove some of that pressure.
It's like they're trying to set up a double screen.
Yes.
Shooters in the corners here, trying to get some penetration.
Oh, a rotation back around, see if he could get it, but could not. 7 seconds left on the clock, a little early on that shot. Blick trying to see if he can get one. McGinnis pulls it down after the end of the first quarter. Only 2 fouls against Windsor, 1 against the Falcons. 18-7. We're going to take a break here on Stream It Sports Live. Listen to one of our fantastic sponsors that brings us fantastic high-definition streaming to you.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-car service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
First quarter's over. 18-7 on the scoreboard. Windsor did what they wanted to do that first quarter, playing good defense, getting down and getting some good shots. Coach Cervani had to call 2 timeouts, try to get his team settled down to see if he can play on the road. Blick with the ball has been the primary scorer. He has 6 of the 7 points. Defensive pressure, gets a hand on it. You got to hand it to McGinnis, who steps up for a 3 after tipping it away for the steal. Nice rebound, McGinnis. Nice little left-hand hook, couldn't get it. Landcreek couldn't tip it away. Yes, I did identify 2 McGinnises here, Lance McGinnis and Tyler McGinnis on Windsor. You get to know them both. Almost a steal by Landcreek on the deep feed down underneath Austin Robinson. Falcons are coming into this game with 6 seniors, 1 junior, 4 sophomores, and 1 freshman. So you're expecting some maturity of a team, be able to play together. And it is a push as Braden Blick drives hard inside and gets the foul called against him. That's a foul against Lance McGinnis, the sophomore. Windsor, the Steelers, sporting 5 seniors, 5 juniors, 3 sophomores, and 1 freshman. So a nice balance. Blick steps back for a 3. Feels comfortable coming out, but could not find it. And Pedersen pulls down the rebound. Tempo. They know when to take the tempo up to get down the court, but they also know when to kind of work the defense. Off the knee, he was trying to go right, went left. Ball didn't follow him, and Braden Pedersen knocks it off his knee out of bounds. Beginning of the second quarter, both teams struggling to find their rhythm for shooting. Deep inside to Smith. Blick dribbles around, not finding his rhythm, but nice rebound, but having difficulty putting it in. Robertson has been to the hole, I don't know how many times, but has missed the basket pretty bad. Oh, looked like there might have been a tip. I think he was looking for it. In fact, Pedersen was saying there was a tip, but referees didn't see it. Robinson, the Hayden Robinson, bringing it up, number 12, with McGinnis on him. Little hold down underneath. Nathan Huntsman, the senior forward.
Not the best foul, because that big man was not on the block, kind of just pushing him out.
Yeah.
Not really a need. I don't think he's going to be much of a threat from that far.
Yeah, you take a look at it and say, what's the advantage? He's trying to get around the outside, and what happened was, I think the Falcons were trying to post hard, and he was working them hard. You got to give up in certain situations and just get behind. Little high-low, Smith now on the post. Outsides and gets the bucket. Huntsman looks over in disgust, thinking he had his hands up in the air, but really it kind of went forward a little bit. Smart play by Smith to put his body into him, going up off the board. This will be a bucket.
And if you're Windsor, you're okay with that. You know, let him beat you a few times on that block. Let him prove that he can hit a free throw. Let him prove that he can make that move consistently down low before you start thinking about double teaming or, you know, fronting the post in that position.
Yep. Huntsman steps out after picking up his first foul, and Smith trying to finish an and one, can't finish it. 18-9. 6 minutes, 4 seconds left in this second quarter until we get to halftime for you. Nice smooth move. Looking around, McGinnis says, I got an opening. Feel comfortable, couldn't hit it. McGinnis, the other McGinnis, goes back and tries to see if he can jump and get the steal. Trapped down in the corner. Smart play. Off the board, has just not found his rhythm. Sabo brings it down. Something in transition, feels comfortable. Lays it in, nice transition. Sable averaging 24.7 minutes per game, but about 8.7 points per game. Blick from the back, could not get it.
Windsor trying to push the ball.
Relford gets it up to Sable, and Sable puts it right in. Nice offensive transition. Get the rebound, get the outlet, get an easy bucket, makes it 22-9. Deep down, I think they're going to go to the well again to see if Smith can put it in. Quick kick out. Cannot find that range. Going to call a jump ball.
Good possession by Skyline. That's what you want to do. Give it to your big. Let everyone kind of cushion in. Look for your shooters.
Yep. Alternating possession puts it to Windsor. 4 minutes, 51 seconds left in this second quarter. 22-9. And right now, I think Windsor's just smooth. They're feeling very comfortable. You know, they had a really rough stretch there right before the end of the 2017 year. Went on the road and played 3 games, Greeley West, Pueblo West, and Pueblo South, which was a back-to-back night on that one down south. Foul call on the drive, nice play. Chase Lancrete. Foul was on Ben Lopez as he was driving down through the middle lane. He's going to step up to the line and shoot. Those 3 games, they struggled. Didn't lose them by more than 8 points, but they just didn't find their rhythm when they were on the road. Averaged pretty good points. Greeley West scored 62. Pueblo West was one of their poorer outlets, but that's a good defensive team. Lancrete hits his first. Feels comfortable, hits his second. 24-9, 4 minutes, 35 seconds. Pressure up front by McGinnis. Deep drive, baseline. Can he find it from distance? Blick thought he had it too.
Great hustle by both teams, getting on the floor.
They're going to call that a jump ball. That'll go back over to Falcons. Well, they came back into conference on January 3rd after really a tough three-game loss, and then came back in against Frederick and outscored them 39-27, the largest delta plus the biggest output by Windsor. I am sure Coach Rikeski had them working hard over the holiday, at least mentally getting themselves ready. And Blick hits a deep baseline 3. He has scored 9 of the 12 points for the Falcons so far this game. And if you don't recall, he averages 27.5 points per game. Nice play by Seybold as he's driving down the side. Feels like he has control up there. He's breaking down his man, getting down along the side of the lane. See if he can draw the foul. He's going up to the line. Hayden Robinson, the freshman, 5'8", picks up his first foul, and Seybold steps up to the line, the junior. Puts it out there, could not get it. It's a 2-shot lead.
Should be a 2-shot.
Yep.
I think everyone was a little confused on there.
Yep. Seybold, 65% free throw shooter. Doesn't go to the line that often. Typically, you'll see Relford or McGinnis go to the line more. But he's had 20 attempts, 21 now. Makes 1 of 2 at 50%. Substitution coming in. Tyler McGinnis goes out, and right back in is Nathan Huntsman, the senior for senior. Full court, diamond and 1 press. Falcons handle it okay, get it down the court. Blick outside, sees if he can drive, doesn't get it. This Falcon team relies heavily on a nice defensive play by Matthew Scoggin. Could not find it down on the post. He had a nice 3-quarter defensive stance on him. Able to get up that opposite hand, which was odd. Pick it up, and Seybold goes hard to the hole with his left hand, but cannot handle it.
Kind of mistimed his jump, had to release it on the way down.
Yep, almost a charge, nothing called against Blick. Shot out, could not pick it up, but Pedersen picks up the rebound, then kicks it out to Seybold, who goes down deep, and then look who likes the 3-pointer, can't find it. Tipped out, but was able to control it. Relford still not looking at the bucket as much as others. I think he's coming out making others do well. Pedersen going straight to the hole, 27-12. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left in this second quarter. Deep drive gets swatted away. It wasn't on the swat. It was the ricochet off the swat. There's a foul. Foul was on Matthew Scoggin because he was trying to bat the ball away from Ben Lopez, the senior from the Falcons. And in that process of batting it, I think he hit his arm. Lopez steps up to the line and misses the first. You need every point you can to kind of get yourself clawing back into this. Lopez shoots 55% from the free throw line, not up to the line that often, only 11 times before this. He's 6 for 12, so he's down to 50%. Misses the second one, goes down below 50. Seybold comes up and lines him up. Here's Relford, not looking at it. Long three, nothing there by Scoggin. For Relford being a leading scorer, he sure doesn't look for a lot of shots in this first half. I think he's making others look good. He's figuring that share the wealth, make sure everybody's out there making the distance. Double dribble. Sable coming down, hits it off his leg, dribbles it again, and that's going to be a double dribble or a travel carry call. Lopez checks out for the Falcons. Back in is Gage Robertson, the sophomore. Two minutes left, 27-12 in this second quarter of this home game for Windsor. Defense is good, stretched out, travel.
And some of the Skyline players have been scuffling their feet a little bit.
Camilo Martinez, number 3, travels. We're going to take a timeout here on Stream It Sports Live, 27-12. 2 minutes left in this second quarter of Windsor versus the Falcons. We'll be right back here.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Welcome back here to Windsor High School up here in northern Colorado. Beautiful city of Windsor. Windsor High School boys are leading in this conference matchup against the Skyline Falcons 27-12 with a minute 59. I got to add it to my producer here, broadcast partner Cody McCoy. I think that might have been a 2-minute warning or 2-minute timeout. See what they can do in a 2-minute drill. Pressure is up definitely by the Falcons. 2-3 zone with an extension out to the ball. Sabol tries to go in, a little fumble there.
A lot more energy here by Skyline.
Yep, there's a lot of energy out there, seeing if they can create it. Nice movement and drops it in. Huntsman, the senior, 6'2", down into the land of the trees. Nice drive with the pressure. Sable almost gets it hands on ball though. McGinnis kicks it back out. Relford gives the ball down to Sable. Sable's getting some freebies. Relford just said, hey, you take it. Get some scoring in here. 31-12, not what Coach Cervini needed at the timeout coming out. Blake Blick feeling comfortable on the drive. Tapped.
Yeah, if he's struggling to get it in, it's gonna be a tough second half. I think he's gonna have to be a lot more aggressive trying to score the ball coming out of halftime.
What's interesting is I'm seeing him have to create his own shot. He is not getting shots off the rest of his team, and a good team will work on getting assists, but breaking him open through staggered screens or screen on balls. They're not doing that. Three-pointer by the baseline. McGinnis doesn't get it. Ball goes out of bounds. Leaves us about 40 seconds left on the regular clock. I won't say it's shot clock because there's no shot clocks in high school.
I think there should be. I think every year they talk about it, but I think it becomes a money issue. Forcing each school to
change all the rules, administration of it. Adding another feature that could make it difficult. Blake goes down, cannot get it. Braden Blick could not put it in that close in. He is struggling in underneath, and I think it's the pressure. Windsor's putting the pressure on. 23 seconds left.
He's got to have that scored mentality on to the next shot. Doesn't matter if the last one didn't go in.
I think he's trying to, but I think he needs to. I mean, remember, 9 out of the 12 points are by the guy that just had the ball, and he's trying to get others into the game, but he couldn't do it. Sable goes up, picks a foul, bucket, and one. The speed of Sable puts it against number 3, Camilo Martinez. Could not stop him and draws the foul.
Way to take the contact, slow himself down, still able to find that square. Nice little and one. 33-12 with 17 seconds left.
17 seconds left, and really a halftime where coaches are going to make adjustments. Coach Cerveni's going to have to make a lot of adjustments on this one. Needs to find out how to get his team in rhythm. Try to see if he can get Blick out there to score a little bit more. Here's a guy that was to the hole a couple times, Gage Robertson, but has not been able to finish. Smith's been the only other one that's been able to do it. There's a nice shot by Robertson. Finally found that comfort. Saybolt gets it off the front of the rim, and at the expiration of the first half, the Windsor Wizards home leading the visiting Skyline Falcons 33-14 up here in Windsor High School. This is Stream It Sports Live. Yes, the great way to watch games both live as well as on demand. We'll be bringing you second half action here at Windsor High School in just a moment. But now let's give you some information about our great sponsors that brings us to you every time. This is Eric on Stream It Sports Live.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Let's go check it out. Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-cost service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
After playing the game for many years, and I decided I could either watch from the couch or get on the field and become part of the game.
I became a judge because it was a natural transition from being a gymnast to coach, now judge.
I love the large crowds, the excitement of the game, and you know what? I got the best seat in the house.
Help these kids. Help this community. Become an official.
There comes a time in every athlete's life when their participation in sports is coming to an end, and so officiating is a way to stay involved.
The day I started officiating is just as fun as now.
When I'm officiating, making decisions, a decision that's instantaneous, for me there's no greater feeling.
I became an official because I wanted to give back.
Get off the couch and get into the game.
Become an official.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Let's go check it out. Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-cost service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
Great news! We broke our all-time sales record, and it's all thanks to my nephew, Skylar.
Bro, it's Sky.
After my brother made me hire Sky, I switched us to First Bank to make up for him. Now business is better than ever.
No matter the reason, switching to First Bank can help your business grow.
Wayne, everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
There comes a time in every athlete's life when their participation in sports is coming to an end, and so officiating is a way to stay involved.
The day I started officiating is just as fun as now.
When I'm officiating, making decisions, decision that's instantaneous, for me there's no greater feeling.
I became an official because I wanted to give back.
Get off the couch and get into the game.
Become an official.
Well, welcome back up to Northern Colorado and Windsor High School hosting a conference game against the Skyline Falcons from just down south in Longmont. First half went about everything well with Windsor. They had pressure D that was fantastic. Sabolt's drives creating some breaking down of the Falcon defense, and the balanced offensive output has been a great play for him. Deep kick for Blick, who finds a three. Nice adjustment by the Falcons at halftime, brings it to 33-17. Welcome to the second half of high school ball here on Stream of Sports Live. Well, this will be interesting to see how Coach Cervini has made an adjustment. Lancrete goes up for the shot. Doesn't feel good about it, but nice rebound. Fighting for it underneath. Robertson gives the ball right back to Windsor. We talked a little bit about what was going on with the Falcons. Almost over the back. Lancrete goes up with the left hand, can't find it. Pulled down by Robinson.
Skyline trying to push a little bit here to start.
Yeah. What a dive by Lancrete. Foul on the outside by Lance McGinnis, the sophomore. Blick just did a little shot fake, a little head juke, and then went by him, and McGinnis hit the back of his calf there, tripping him. There's definitely another purpose coming out here for the Falcons. They're coming out playing strong, going hard to the hole, and
great sideline play there executed.
Well, we talked a little bit about the first half. 14 points total. 9 of those were from Braden Blick. They're going to need to find others to score for the Falcons, and right now, early on, they're finding some of those. Besides Blick hitting the three, others are going aggressive to the hole. McGinnis coming up too hard off the board. Lancrete tries to get it, fades away, pulled down by Smith. Lancrete has not found his rhythm inside. It's definitely the size-wise he can handle the inside. McGinnis. It'll be white ball. Good quick hands by Robertson. Ball bounced around off of a couple of feet. Looks like there might be some fan disruption over on the side. I think that's the Windsor group. McGinnis up at the top. Relford, you have not seen him score maybe by 2 points for the game. Long three, not there, pulled down.
Skyline controlling the boards here. They've been very consistent on the rebounding side of the ball this game.
Yep, at least they're trying to control it. Blick deep underneath, can't find it. Kick it back out for a three. Cannot find it. That was Robertson. Now here's Relford. Does not get the call deep underneath. It's the first time I've seen him go aggressive to the bucket. He was a little concerned. I think he felt like there was a foul on the arm.
Leak out for the Wizards.
Can't get it out quick enough. Pedersen kicks it back. Hand on the ball. Blick, see if he can get a steal on it. Gets a foul. I think that's his second. For Braden Blick. Well, here's the person kind of gave the rhythm and the movement for the Windsor Wizards in the first half, which is Sabolt. Brennan Sabolt, the junior guard, 5'9". Lancrete goes in underneath. McGinnis from the sideline could not hit the short corner. See if Falcons do a fast break. Nice.
Great pass.
Pass through underneath to Robertson. Threaded that right in front of the... This is a close game now, 33-21. Windsor has not found their rhythm this second half, and I think the Falcons have come out very aggressive, finding different ways to score. That one a fast break. Oh, off of Braden Pedersen. Trying to thread it in there. Sable couldn't find him on the back cut. Hand coming off the the ball. As the ball goes out of bounds, Braden Blick now 4 minutes 48 seconds left. He's the scorer for him, but he's seeing the rest of his team stepping up, helping out defensively as well as offensively. Out to Robinson. Smith and around. Looking at for. There's Blick. Gets a quick three off. On the three. Sable was trailing him.
Got him on the hip, it looks like.
Yeah, but it was a little rub screen that he was coming off in that situation. So Sable was about a half step behind, and I don't think he was expecting Blick to take the three. He went up really quick. Nice play. First foul on Brennan as Blick steps up to the line.
Can cut the lead under 10 here with a few made free throws.
You're absolutely right. This game is now becoming a close game. Within 10, you can make runs like that. I'd have to say that's 8 unanswered points, 9 unanswered points from the first half. He makes his third one. It's a 9-point game.
And for a scorer, it's all about getting to the free throw line when the ball is not going in the hoop.
Missed it, but they get the rebound. Tipped out. Quick hands by Robinson as he was deep underneath. Misses. Boy, Sable
got
robbed there.
Down there.
Lots of dancing on the floor there, not with your feet, but rolling around. And
that's a tough judgment call. I think Skyline had the ball and he rolled out, even though the Wizards were close to having it. But
rolled across the top of him. Tyler McGinnis, the senior, comes down, sees if he can get the team set. They have not scored this second half. Almost a turnover by Sable. Three-pointer by McGinnis. He comes back, hits a three. Timeout, Rakeski. He's going to take a 30-second timeout. We're going to keep it here with you. Other games tonight within the 4A. You got Meade at Frederick. That started earlier. Meade 6-4 on the season in a 1-win streak, and Frederick on 1-9, 5 losses. Hey, we want to tell you tonight's game is brought to you by some great sponsors, and I want to make sure that you are definitely getting a feel for how they have made a great impact for bringing you live streaming sports. We thank our sponsors, First Bank, Schrader Oil, and Pedersen Toyota. If you'd like to be a partner with us and become a sponsor, send us a message at rmccoy@streamitsports.com. That's rmccoy@streamitsports.com, and we'll contact you with the information you need. Deep inside, Robertson, who's having a difficult time finding his rhythm, has now brought this into an 11-point game after McGinnis hit that three to give us a little cushion. Defensive pressure is the key there. Sable comes out and tries to see if he can do it. McGinnis hit that three. Lancrete from 16 feet out hits the two, his first of the game. 3 minutes, 11 seconds left in this third quarter. Falcons have come out. Blick goes deep and underneath. Gonna call the charge, his third foul at the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter.
And two Wizards were sitting there ready to take a charge. It's gonna be tough for him to get out of that one.
Well, it looked like he was trying to create something out of nothing. He drove by his man feeling like, okay, I'll go deep underneath. But the Wizards were ready to take that charge. Sabo calling out a play. Little box level with a double down base. Relford, who has not seen much today. He has been guarded heavily by the Falcons. Has not seen an open shot yet. There he's trying to get to the hole. Falcons playing with much more purpose this second half. Almost. They're going to call a foul. Yep. Relford on an angle, not having the position, bounces into him. That's 2 team fouls apiece. Well, that's the third team foul. That's the first foul against Relford. I want you to remind you that Kirk Relford, who probably only has 2 points tonight, we don't have official scored information, averages 18.8 points per game. Not the one that Coach Cerveni was looking for.
That's tough. He kind of got him in between, either coming out for the 3-ball or curling in. Looks like we're going to get another timeout here. Full timeout.
Stream It Sports Live, bringing you live basketball, excuse me. We did football earlier this season. 38-25, 2 minutes, 17 seconds left in this third quarter. We'll be right back here on Stream It Sports Live.
Everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Well, we're back here, 2 minutes, 15 seconds left. Ball's in. Windsor has the ball, 38-25, leading with 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in this third quarter. Sable kicks it back out to McGinnis on a set play for a three-pointer. Cannot find it and is pulled down by the Falcons. This is a game that if Windsor doesn't watch out, could get away from him. Three-pointer by Robinson was left wide open on the perimeter and steps out.
Got ourselves a 10-point basketball game here in the third quarter.
Robinson's only got 5 three-pointers for the season, but you know he made 4 of those 5. Now he's 5 for 6. Nice play by Sable going deep in for the drive. 40-28, 12-point lead for Windsor. Minute 20 left in this first. Scoggin almost got that steal. Relford trying to force Blick one way, lets him around the other way. Blick gets bumped, but Austin Robinson, the sophomore, 6'6", is playing really well. 5 of the last points for the Falcons.
I think that was off his leg.
Nobody saw, nobody could see. Refs are going to make the decision then. They're going to give it to the Wizards.
That's tough. I feel like from even our angle, we could see it go off his leg.
Those watching here, you have a trail and you have a lead, and the lead was not in place to be able to find the situation. The C was not in a position to be able to make the call. Great play by McGinnis deep down, but could not put it off the board on the opposite side of the square as he tries to finger roll it in. Little hop and a jump pass. Typically that would be a
great pass.
Boy, I tell you, you're going to have to give it to Austin Robinson. He has stepped up in these last minute and a half, giving the Falcons a feel for getting into this game. It's an 8-point game, 40-32. Nice play by Lance McGinnis, the sophomore. Drives down the middle of the lane, seeing that there was some overpressure on the outside by Falcon. Draws foul against Connor Smith. It's a block, 2 shots.
Smith is a little frustrated with the foul call, but it was definitely the right call. He slid that hip in there at the last second.
Yep. You get down in there and you feel like you're right in the right spot, but then the offensive player makes a subtle change to his direction. You got to move to get to that spot, but it's a Lance McGinnis hits the first. Lance, 73% free throw shooter on the season. He's 12 for 16 right now. Steps up to the line. Crowd hushes. Flicks the ball, puts it in. 10-point lead, 18 seconds left in this third quarter. Falcons have come out and really brought this game back together. Windsor trying to see if they can handle number 13, Robinson.
If it goes.
And he pushes it up over the back, almost a Larry Bird trick shot over the back of the backboard.
And Eric, from our angle, it looked pretty good. It looked like it was going straight for the net.
Jace Lancrete trying to see if he can push him out a little bit further down along the baseline and pushes him behind the backboard. Lancrete fouls him as he's going up for the shot, and Lancrete, Robinson, a nice thought, try to go over the top of the backboard. 42-32, 4 seconds left in this third quarter, and Robinson misses the first of two. Robinson, he is a 46% free throw shooter, 6 of 13. Shoots better from three-point range. He is 5 for 6 from three-point range, but he's only 6 for 14 from the free throw line. Hits it 7 for 15. Maybe they need to move that free throw line out to three-point range.
2 seconds left.
Sable
They're going to get a good shot.
Nice runner off the back of the rim at the end of 3 quarters. The Windsor Wizards are leading, but by less, 42-33 here up at Windsor High School against the visiting Skyline Falcons here in 4A ball, Tri-Valley Conference. We'll take a short break and be right back here with you on Stream It Sports Live.
Toyota-thon's on. Look at all those Toyotas.
Bet you could get a great deal in there. Yeah, we should go check it out.
Impressive.
Sometimes you just have to snap them out of it a little bit.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2018 RAV4 with Toyota Care, our no-car service plan.
'Tis the season. Toyota-thon is on.
Toyota, let's go places.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
Welcome back to Stream It Sports with Eric Friehauf, Cody McCoy. Got a quick shot of the band.
Great.
We're going to have some ringing ears tomorrow, Eric.
But did you say ringing in the new year, or
yes,
did you say ringing
exactly.
ears?
They sound fantastic.
They do. Well, back here, 42-33. Falcons have given themselves an opportunity to get back into this game, and can Windsor now step up like they did in the first half, find that scoring rhythm that they had with Sable out at the point. That pressure's a little bit more. Pedersen down deep underneath. Good body control. Deep underneath, able to put in 2, makes it a 11-point game. Blick getting pressure on him. Baseline step out, could not find it. McGinnis comes back for it. Robertson looked like he was open. It was a nice play by Blick to Robertson. Just could not find his rhythm. Sable playing a little different style of a game this second half. He was typically driving and feeling like he had a good chance to get to the hole. I think that pressure, boy, and he doodles it.
Wow.
Able to split between 2 Falcons. And he's going to get the bucket. Key play there. We talked a little bit about Sable early on in the game, driving, creating things. He'd been out around the perimeter a little bit too much in that third quarter. Fourth quarter goes straight back to it. I'm sure Coach Rikeski was saying, hey, get it done. Coach Cervini, feeling like he was getting back into this game, is now off. 13 down, 46-33, 7 minutes, 7 seconds left. We'll take a break here at Stream It Sports Live.
If this is how your bank sees the world, how do they see you? Be an individual at First Bank. Banking for good.
There comes a time in every athlete's life when their participation in sports is coming to an end, and so officiating is a way to stay involved.
The day I started officiating is just as fun as now.
When I'm officiating, making decisions, a decision that's instantaneous, for me there's no greater feeling.
I became an official because I wanted to give back.
Get off the couch and get into the game.
Become an official.
Back here at Windsor High School, coming out of a timeout by the Skyline Falcons. They had been chiseling this back into a 9-point game. Now it's 13 with Sable up to the line. He tries to tip it back out there, couldn't find it.
Oh,
and he gets run over by Ford. Wizards, you got to give two things. One is Wizards back on defense, yes. But the missed free throw by Sable, who was trying to finish an and one at that right before the timeout, creates a 13-point lead. That's the 5th foul against the Windsor High School team. 4 against Skyline Falcons. Braden Blick throws it into Smith. He wants to come along that baseline, see if he can find a 3. Little push off. Robinson gets down low. That's the player that's been playing it up. If you watch the game films afterwards, you're going to have to add that to Austin Robinson. He's played a good game so far. Relford drives deep underneath, tries to dish. Could not get it to Landcrete. Turnover. Back to 11-point game.
If you're Skyline, this is when you really got to make that push to get it within that, 5 to 6. Give yourselves a chance going into those final minutes.
Sir Coach Cervini would like to see this within 5. Blick steps back and hits a 3.
That'll
Brings
help.
it into single digits. 46-38, 8-point game. Fans, this is going to be an exciting finish here. 6 minutes, 23 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Deep down for Welford, finally getting an open look. Hits a 3. He's been looking for an open shot. Coach Cervini said, we had you locked down for all 3 quarters. You can't let him go at that point. Makes it a 49-38 game. Blick a little juke. Hands almost picked off. Robertson picks it back up. Landcrete gets the rebound. Fast break, can he see it down to the other end? Relford kicks it back out to McGinnis for a 3. Back-to-back 3s are daggers in the run, and a quick timeout by Rakeski. He's going to take a full timeout. We'll take one with him. It is Stream It Sports Live here. 52-38, a 6-point run by the Windsor Wizards. And we'll be right back here to you live on Stream It Sports Live.
Everyone knows by now that Schrader's Country Stores have the best car washes around. They don't need to see you standing in the car wash explaining the undercarriage wash, the rocker panel spray, the protective finish application, and the jet dryer. No, Wayne, all you have to do is see the beautiful shine on my nice clean car. No muss, no fuss, and I'm certainly not all wet.
You won't get soaked at Schrader Country Store car washes, just shiny clean.
Yeah, welcome back. 5 minutes, 42 seconds left in this 4th quarter of a really heated game now. It was a big distance between Windsor and Falcons. Windsor Wizards and the Falcons, but they've chiseled back in. But the last minute, McGinnis hits a 3, Relford hits a 3, and now makes it a 14-point game. McKeskey says he wants timeout. Hey, we want to thank our sponsors, First Bank, Schrader Oil, and Pedersen Toyota. If you'd like to be a partner with us and become a sponsor, send us a message at RMCCOY. That is RMCCOY at streamofsports.com. We'll get you contact information, all you need. A little sloppy play here, back and forth. Blick picks up the foul against Pedersen. A little back and forth there, sloppy play, back and forth. That's the 3rd foul against Braden Pedersen, the senior guard, 6'1". Blick stepping up to the line, trying to get his team back into this.
And these are the biggest points when the clock isn't moving.
Chisel
Can you
back
get those
in.
points? Yep.
They call them free throws because they're free.
Never
free
understood
from
the
hitting
throw, though. I think back in the day they would maybe literally throw it there.
You're saying back when I played there was beach baskets and we threw it versus shot it?
Exactly.
You know, that jump shot didn't really come around for some years. In fact, some history here for you while we go through this, maybe the next time out. Peach baskets were a part of the Windsor history. Relford calling one, see if he can drive. Seybold sees it, feels like it. Can't find the rhythm. Nice play by Relford going in and kicking it out. 52-40, 4 minutes, 52 seconds left. Robinson, the guy with the ball, has done a great job for Smith deep underneath. Landcreek puts the defensive pressure on him. Relford baseline. Deep underneath. Nice play by Seybold.
He has been so crafty around the bucket, using a bunch of different angles, left hand, right hand, using English on it, getting hit, taking contact. Great game by him.
Yeah, for a guy that's averaging 8.7 points per game, he has been the lighthouse for the offensive output tonight for the Wizards. Little drive, trying to dish it back out, but Pedersen puts a hand on it, goes into the fans section. I don't know if they were ready to catch that ball as it was tipped out. Small fan in the stands, a little happy, excited about being part of the game. Oh, McGinnis saw it. It was a weak pass by Robinson. For all the good he's done, he made a subtle mistake there by just gradually throwing it out there, and Blake couldn't get it. Blick trying to go down the middle of the lane. Nice drive. Too much off the rim. Defensive transition. Oh, Relford there puts it up and in. I think Pedersen thought that pass was to him, but it was to Relford.
Great hands either way.
Well, now it's an 18-point lead. It was a 9-point lead, but 9 points couldn't be held. Outside shot, not there. I think Landcreek was looking for over the back, but if you do read their rule book, there is no such thing as over the back. There are pushes, and I think the referees didn't see that there was a push in the back, which eventually is called by the fans as an over the back.
Skyline really.
10-second call. Nice trap situation by the Falcons. Forces Seybold to back up.
And if you're Skyline, you got to make a little bit of a push here, maybe force the issue on some shots. Just see if you can get it within that 10 range again.
Yeah, the objective, like you said, and I thought you said it well, is that you got to get it within 5 by about the 3-minute mark. They were there about 2 minutes ago with a 9-point deficit.
Even 8, I think, at some point for a few seconds there before they came down and hit 2 consecutive threes.
Yep. Blick comes underneath, tries to flip it
He
back
cannot
underneath.
buy a basket down there in the paint.
Yeah, foul against, I think this is going to go against Landcreek. That could be his 3rd foul. That's 7 fouls against the home team, 4 fouls against the visiting team. 3 minutes, 2 seconds left in this 4th quarter. What was a game about 2 minutes ago where the Falcons had made it back into a 8 or 9 point difference. The Windsor Wizards have turned that intensity back on and has been able to build it out to a 58-43 lead. Braden Blick's been everything everybody wanted him to be. He's been the one that's trying to score, able to carry the team as much as he can. He won't get his 27.5 points, I don't think. A little fix to the net. Referee wants to make sure that there's nothing obstructing the view or the path of a ball being shot. Full court press, a 1-2-2. Little movement around. Nice long pass, breaks it down. McGinnis up top.
Skyline can even force a quick shot, somewhat like that, but it goes and one.
McGinnis picks up the foul. That was a foul against, I think, Camilo Martinez. Nice aggressive move by Tyler. Tyler and Relford are really that primary scoring. Bucket counts with the block, the and one. This was the true three-pointer before they introduced the three-point shooting line. They introduced the three-point shooting line when I was in high school. It was an experimental thing. Now it's a very common thing. Lick gets it down, can't find it. Off the hands of McGinnis. Nice aggressiveness. Sideline out of bounds. Camilo Martinez, the senior, trying to find something out there. And then hustle by Pedersen. Steps on the sideline, but great aggressive defense by the Wizards. Up by 16, 2 minutes 39 seconds left in this game. Will the Falcons have a final push to see if they can get into this game? They're going to have to find somebody early and find somebody often from three-point range. Trey Green, the senior, didn't want to take that three. Outside, Camilo Martinez cannot find the three. Sabo picks up the ball. They are not finding other shooters on the team. Falcons haven't found it. McGinnis says, hey, I'm wide open. I'll take that. 2 minutes, 11 seconds.
If you're Skyline, you're okay with that. You didn't get a turnover, but you caused a quick shot. Just as good to get the ball back. But if you're Windsor, now's the point where you're trying to burn a little bit more time per possession.
Air ball by Trey Green, but picked up by Nate McGregor, the junior. Puts it in. Full court pressure. Sable now brings it up. Man to man, see if they can get a 5-second call.
And there's Windsor, kind of taking their time, taking a step back, slowing it down, making sure their offense is in the right set.
Yep.
A little time go by.
Yep, no shot clock. Suck down some of that time. It's a 14-point game. Sable comes in, does a little reverse spin, but doesn't get it. But who's the hustler? McGinnis, a little hard off the back of the rim. Minute 21 seconds. Timeout by Cervini. I think we're going to keep it here with the game. It's a 14-point game. Minute 18 seconds left in this game. We'll be bringing you a variety of games this season. I don't think Sports Live. I think he was just doing a substitution timeout, which says I don't want to take the full timeout. I just want to be able to substitute somebody in to get some experience. Hey, let our sponsors know how much you appreciate them by helping us bring you live high school basketball action tonight. That's First Bank, Schrader Oil, and Pedersen Toyota. Tell your friends. You can now join us on Facebook Live at Stream It Sports and Stream It Sports NoCo as well too. Deep down underneath. Parker Montello goes deep underneath and gets swatted by the Pedersen.
Great pass.
Nice play. He was looking him off, and Langkreek gets down and gets a bucket. All after the hustle. It's a foregone conclusion. 62-46. I think Windsor has this game.
Got to give Skyline credit. That first half, they looked dead in the water, came out with a lot of energy, got it within 8 or 9, really had themselves a position to give back in the game. But Windsor also give them credit for
responding.
Responding and really taking the game back.
Pedersen pulls it down after the miss by Trey Green, the senior. Pedersen just says, hey, I'll just slowly bring this one up. 18 seconds left on the clock. Still going to have a man on defense. Relford out to front. Didn't have his 18 points to this game, but he was critical in providing some balance. 5 seconds left on this game. Good victory for the Windsor Wizards. They go in on the season now 2-0 in conference. 7-4 on the season. Skyline goes 0-3. Have not won yet in the conference. 4-5. But he has to be proud, Coach Cervini, on how they came back in the third quarter to get into this game. But we're going to have to also hand it to Windsor. Fantastic game plan, coming out strong with heavy defense. Able to come in, get a balanced play. Sable, one of the top players for them this game, along with McGinnis carrying them through. Windsor High School wins at 62-46. My name is Eric Friehauf. My broadcast partner is Cody McCoy. And we want to thank you to Matt Fix over there on the camera. He did a fantastic job tonight. Come back live for another Stream It Sports Live game up here in Northern Colorado. Thank you, and have a good night.
It's Windsor High School basketball on Stream It Sports Northern Colorado. Has been brought to you by Schrader Oil, fuel your day. By Pedersen Toyota in Fort Collins, everything cars made easy. And by First Bank. Visit any of our convenient locations in northern Colorado. First Bank, banking for good. This has been a Stream It Sports NoCo production of Windsor High School basketball. You can find all of our broadcasts, past and present, by visiting streamitsports.com/PSD. Thank you for watching.